Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Justin Masterson Show. I'm your host, Justin Masterson. Welcome to our first episode. We are excited to have you here along with me. It's not just me here alone. Along with me, I have my friend, Matthew Zappasodi.
What's up, party people? How you doing out there?
Oh, I think they are doing wonderful, and we are excited to be here. First episode. Thanks for showing up. At one point in time, I tried to buy a radio station a few years ago. I'm not sure how many, but a few years ago, and it didn't work out. I was trying to get one from Anderson University. Ended up that I didn't want to pay as much as they wanted me to pay for it, and I was going up against a big giant in the conglomerate world of that, the Education Media Foundation, which you would know as KEVI or Air One, and they have lots of cash and are willing to pay a lot of money and for cash. So I didn't get it, and so we put it on the back burner, and yet here we are, minus a little bit of the music, except for there at the beginning. We are coming at you, having a little show, having a little fun. So we won't have the music aspect, but we will be here. And it's going to be like hanging out, you know, sitting in the bullpen while the game's going on, sitting in the dugout while somebody's out there pitching. And we don't have any guests today, but we will plan on having a guest coming in for at least 10, 15 minutes, being able to talk about, you know, whatever's going on, kind of like what we're doing for the show. It's going to be my friends. So we'll always start off with how do you know me? Which is kind of what we'll start off with right now, because I have a friend with me. He's not calling in, but he's here on the show. I already introduced him once, but I got Zappo with me. And Zappo, how do we know each other?
What's up, Jay? Man, it goes way back. I mean, I guess it starts at college playing baseball. I mean, that's where it began.
Yes.
And then we married some wonderful Bethel ladies and stayed friends, and I guess that's the precipice. What has it been, like 10 years? 20?
Yes.
20?
I think it's been, probably about 20 years. And on that, we should give a shout out to our wives. I will say, Meryl Masterson, love you, appreciate you. Thanks for letting me come out here and hang out and do my thing. You got a shout out for yours?
Oh, the one and only Emily, coming in always, as usual, making sure you got me covered, even when I forget stuff and you have to run it to the studio last minute. But love you, babe.
Oh, a good wife is hard to find. Hold on to them when you got them, and it makes for a really enjoyable time. But we'll continue on here. What have I been doing? That's part of the thing. What I think about is, one, why are you here? I have no clue. Hopefully you just want to come hang out, have a conversation. 30 minutes, what we're going to be doing this for, to start out every other week. So we won't be doing anything next week, but in 2 weeks we will. And I like the live factor because, one, I have no clue what I'm doing. And two, it's, I don't know, it's fun. It's enjoyable to kind of figure it out, see how it all goes together.
Man, you've always wanted to do this. You kidding me? This is like Justin's playground right here. Masty. Should I call you Masty?
Yeah, I think Masty works. That's the way most people know me when it comes down to it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like you're like Mr. J to my kids, and then you're Masty to the world, and then I don't know. So I mean, I'll just call you Hey, and you'll answer. It'll be fine. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, that's what it goes by, most of the time, which gets us into what have I been doing. 2017 was my last year of pro ball. I pretty much quit because I didn't see my family very much. I finally got healthy, had shoulder surgery, was feeling pretty good about what was taking place, but I think I saw my family 4 or 5 weeks out of a 9-month span, and it just wasn't worth it anymore. So
can't get that done.
No, I decided to say, you know what, I'm going to hang it up, even though some people didn't recommend. They were like, Justin, you can't do this for your family. And I was like, why can't I do this for my family? It's like, well, if you do it for your family, eventually at some point in time, you're going to look at them when you're frustrated and going to be like, don't you know what I did for you? And I looked at them and said, don't you know who I am? And they're like, well, yes, I do, but no, you don't. And I'm the type of guy where I decide to make a decision. Decision's there. It's final. That's what we're going to do. And so that's what I did. and I've been loving it. I've been able to play a lot of pickleball. Last year or so, maybe not as much as I'd like to, but I am a decent player at it, in case you were wondering. Playing some slow pitch softball with my boys at Pennington Park Church, having a good time with them. Mr. Jared Stimson got me going with that. And then I was a kickball champion. This was years ago, but with Fisher's basketball team, was able to be a kickball champion. I've been helping out some nonprofits. We got WAYFINDERS, who I love. My guys Brandon Faust and Matt Kurtz, along with their team, are doing some really cool stuff based out of Brownsburg. Love being a part of that.
He's on the call. Shout out to Brandon.
He is. There he is. He's chatting it up. And then we got PHARE Warrior, which my guy Matt Zappasodi, Zappa over here, he's the one who runs that ship. One of their flagship programs is Fight Club, which is 10 weeks men's accountability group, where it just creates better leaders, better fathers, better husbands, which if we know this in this world, that is what we need tremendously going on with that. Also been doing some coaching some baseball, actually coaching my kids, which is a lot of fun, and then coaching at the high school level with some incredible coaching staffs, especially Fisher's high school baseball.
Shout
awesome. Love those guys. And then we got the basketball, which this is the first year I decided to not do basketball. I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years and decided not to do it this year. One, opportunity to do this, and they are having their opening game tonight. They're playing Ben Davis, so hopefully good luck. 6 o'clock, I believe, was the JV start. So Caleb Oldham, good luck to you. Hope you're victorious. I know I'm not sitting next to you on your bench, which is going to be pretty hard for you, but I imagine you can figure it out. And then along with that, been able to disciple a few guys along with their journey in Jesus, just kind of come alongside them. And then finally, which is one of my favorite things, I did it today, substitute teaching. That's
you have to tell them the class that you were just you were in for a couple weeks.
For a couple of weeks I was the art teacher. I have one particular elementary school I like to be at, where my youngest 2 kids are at, and it's a lot of fun. Zappo, have you ever been a substitute teacher?
Sometimes my wife calls on me. We homeschool, and so Adele, shout out to my mom, taught us all the ways, and once in a while I'm not necessarily a sub. I'm more of like I can't handle the kids right now, so please take over before something happens. So I guess it technically is a sub, but it's more of like a cry for help.
Well, a little bit. We'll give it a shout out, homeschool, and we got to talk about how Zappo was an all-star homeschool player in high school. Yes, he was doing his thing over there. He was all-star infielder. His mom was pitching. His dad was catching, and it was the best team ever, right?
And as Joe, big shout out to Big Joe would say, like, won the MVP, the Silver Slugger, Gold Glove. You pretty much get everything when you. You're the only player. No,
of course.
True.
But so speaking of homeschool, I just had an incident. I don't have a problem with homeschooling. I don't do it with my kids, but if you want to do that, that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
So at Halloween, we're trick-or-treating, and I got a good-sized golf cart that I like to take around and take around some people who maybe don't want to, walk. They want to drive with me. Well, I get to a part, and there's a bunch of kids dressed up as minions. Look like high school age. And so literally, they just randomly, my golf cart, no one's in it but me, they just jump into my golf cart. And one of the guys got the cameras, and he's trying to, like, selfie himself, this little selfie stick and talking. And they want me to drive them just a little bit down the road. So there's like 9 or 10 of them. And so I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. So I start driving down, and I'm like, so what school do you guys go to? And they're like, well, we're homeschooled. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And he's like, well, what do you mean that makes sense? Well, exactly. And so I said, well, because you guys are creative. And he's like, oh. And I said, and you're a little weird. And he's like, there it is. I knew some type of dig was coming. I said, it's okay, man. And after that response, I was like, well, now maybe you're also soft. And shout out to my boy Danny. understanding what I'm talking about when we say people out there are a little bit soft these days. He knew it was coming. I mean, that's the nature of homeschool, right, Zap?
Well, I mean, I was homeschooled, so you calling me soft?
Not all homeschoolers are soft, but you know.
No, big shout out. I mean, to all the moms, whether you homeschool or not, you guys are way better than us.
And I'm going to take that a step further to all the teachers, to every public, private, homeschool, whatever it might be, daycare, preschool, any of those things, to every single teacher. I am thankful for you. I know not all of you are great at your job, just like everything, but for the ones who are just really good, yes, there we go. Put it in the effort, doing their thing, round of applause. I mean, I've been spending a lot of time with the elementary teachers who care, who want to do well, want to educate the children. It's a lot of fun, which gets me to my substitute teacher tales, the segment where I talk about a story that took place while I was substitute teaching.
I mean, I'm laughing ahead of time just because you cue me up on some of this stuff, but I just can't wait for this segment. This is classic.
Well, so for this one, again, as Zap kind of told you, I was the art teacher for 3 weeks, had a great time doing that. We were working on yearbook covers and all different types of stuff. And within that, you get to see every single grade, K through 4, all of them are coming through. And so I get to meet every single student. Within 1 week, every single student comes through my classroom. And so then I'm no longer the art teacher, and I come back as I'm teaching 3rd grade. And, of course, you got some kindergartners who see me, and they're really excited because they're like, oh, we have art today. And their teacher's like, no. He's not the art teacher today. It's somebody else. But then I have another kindergartner where his mom actually works at the school, and he sees me in the hallway, and he's like, Mr. Masterson, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm in 3rd grade. And he goes, oh, okay. And so then I don't hear anything until I see his mom a little bit later when we're in the lunchroom, which is always a great time talking to the teachers. And she goes, Justin, I wanted to tell you. I said, what's that? He's like, well, I was talking to my son, and he looked at me and he goes, what's Mr. Masterson doing in 3rd grade? And she's like, well, what do you mean, son? And he's like, well, he is, isn't he a little old to be in 3rd grade? And she was like, he's not in 3rd grade, son. He is teaching 3rd grade. And then just with the clear look on his face, he goes, oh, that makes more sense. And then he goes on his day.
Nice.
Yes.
What's that movie where he has to go back to elementary school? Oh man, that's terrible. Somebody chat me.
I mean,
Happy Gilmore?
No, it's Adam Sandler,
Adam
right?
Sandler, but yeah.
I mean, we should know this.
We should know this.
How do we not know this? It's when he has a, oh my goodness,
classic.
It is a classic. That with Billy Madison. That's what it is.
Don't recommend it.
No, I'm not saying that you guys should watch that, but it is a great one.
Yeah, going back to school, Masty, I'd love to see that. Oh man.
Well, this part of it, I want to do my in honor of, and for this part of it, I want to take a second to honor my mother, Judith Ann Masterson. It is her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom. Don't know if you're listening. I do want to thank Nathan Napier for letting us know it was Billy Madison on the
Danny.
chat out there.
Yeah.
And Danny Collier. But happy birthday to her. Wouldn't be here without her. She also has 2 other wonderful children. My sister, who is older than me, and my brother, who's younger, who I definitely want to have on this show as a co-host at some point in time. He's been working really hard, doing lots of things, so time is hard to find. But eventually, whether it's a guest or him having a permanent role, he is going to be on here with me, and he is different than me, which is really exciting to have. And then on the sad note, my grandma, she passed away last week. My grandma, Margaret Stewart.
Sorry to hear about that, brother.
Yeah, it's tough. It was my dad's mom, and he has, in my family, one remaining grandparent. It's my dad's stepmom is still left alive, but she worked at Archway Cookies for a long time, New Haven, Indiana, Fort Wayne area. Awesome lady, loved lots of things, was part of the politic world over there too for a little bit. And so I can also say this. I know we're going into Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple of days. It's a hard time. It can be dealing with family because of loss, or we're celebrating things in many ways. So I can appreciate that for many of us. I know you might be hurting from a loss that's taken place. I mean, even on my wife's side, you know, it still breaks our heart, where it was back in 2015 that she lost her father. But it's still, as we get around the holidays, it becomes that tough time, you know, especially as we go Thanksgiving into Christmas. And so I just want to take one moment, and for all of you who might be struggling, for us and all this type of stuff, and just say a little bit of just a prayer for some peace and some comfort. So Lord, we just thank you so much that you are a great and awesome God. We know that terrible things happen in this world and that they're going on, but we know that you are the comforter. You send the comforter for us. You're with us. You lead us and guide us. You care for us. We just ask that you would provide the peace for those as they go into this season of Thanksgiving, that you would just calm their hearts, mold and shape them, allow them to know that you are there and you are near. We just thank you and praise you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Happy birthday, Judy.
Yes. Now, my kids told me this came from the school today. Somebody received this, and they didn't necessarily want it. And I said, I know a guy who would love to have this. And this is a Baltimore Orioles street sign.
Wow.
And if you don't know about it, my guy, Matt Zappasodi,
classic,
is a Baltimore fan.
Oh.
And he is spent some time in Baltimore, in Maryland, and an avid fan. And so I thought,
born Baltimore, baby.
No greater gift than to give that to him. And I mean, they had a great season this year.
Not gonna lie, I thought they were going all the way. 1983 was the last time. 2023, I thought it was meant to be. Hey, in here.
It's
I got you.
Well, it is sad because they had, I think, the best record in baseball, and unfortunately they weren't able to do it. And they did have I will say this, because they had one of our favorite people, a good friend of ours, Kyle Gibson, who is an Indiana native boy, who was on their staff. I felt like after a couple games where they weren't necessarily as victorious, I maybe text Kyle and said, I think it's time for some Kyle Gibson time. Nobody listened to me, and I don't think they should anyways. But either way, it's kind of cool to have a guy like that on that team.
I mean, I think that people should listen to you. I mean, there's probably like 6 people right now listening to you. So
all 6 of them are out there. But as we talk about that, again, this show, we're going to have some sports talk. We're going to have some God talk. We're going to have some random talk when it comes down to it. The things that are flowing through and going through the business, the headlines, and shoot, who knows when people shout out to us at some point in time. But for this, I read and saw that the Oakland A's, they finally got unanimously voted that they can officially move to Vegas.
What?
Have you heard about that?
I mean, we talking like the Vegas that just had F1, like the Vegas?
Yes, the Vegas that just had F1, and that was shut down within the first, I think, 5 to 10 minutes because somebody forgot to tie down a what's the thing that go atop of the sewer lids? Is it a sewer lid?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The sewer lid, literally the first car goes through and it just picked it up and just blew out the tires. Like literally it caused like millions of dollars of damage on the vehicle, and they shut that thing down really quickly.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to be headed to Vegas. But when I was thinking about it, have you ever been out to Oakland?
I have not. No.
You're not missing much. So I know the Oakland A's fans, man, they really have a loud voice in loving their fans. But as I was thinking about that, it made me think that Oakland was the place that I got actually it was San Fran. So I can't hate on Oakland, but I'll say we would stay in San Francisco, and I got a knife pulled on me.
Oh, like while you're in the MLB?
Yeah.
Like you're just like walking around one night?
So actually, I was heading down. We'd stay at the Westin St. Francis, which is kind of the square in San Francisco, and you could walk down a couple blocks and get to the BART, which is like their train type station thing. And so as we were going down there, I was going to wait for my cousin and one of my college roommates. They were on a layover, so they were taking the train over, and I was just going to hang out with them for a little bit. And so I walked down to the entrance of the BART station, and there's a guy there who looks at me and says, "Hey, where are you going?" And I said, "I'm here." He's like, "No, like where are you going?" And I go, I look up the hill and I go, "I was up there, and now I'm here." He's like, "Yeah, but where are you trying to get to?" I said, "I don't think you understand, man. I'm waiting for friends right here." And so he's kind of getting frustrated because he wants to tell me like some direction, so then I would pay him as a little fee, like a thank you for what took place.
Scam.
Yes, it's a scam likely. And so he literally, in his frustration, he just pulls out a knife. And
did you pull out yours?
No, I did not. I didn't move. I didn't do anything. I just looked at him. And it was like this moment where, I mean, he was like a foot shorter than me.
Yeah.
Where he kind of looks at me.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the knife, and then he just slowly puts the knife back in his pocket, and then he walks away.
I mean, you're 6 foot something, very large. You have a bald head. You work out, and you're standing there, and he pulls probably a 3-inch Boy Scout knife on you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And thinks twice about it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah,
I love it.
I feel like it's with most people. They like look at you. I mean, when you get me smiling, you're like, "Oh, this is a nice guy." But when he's not smiling, it's like,
Yeah.
Will he? Is he going to? I'm not so sure. And so he walked away, and that was it. But
no goodbye.
No goodbye whatsoever.
That's terrible. Oh, freaking Oakland.
But so then we go to Oakland, and in the stadium, one time I feel like we couldn't go to the stadium because there's a sewage backup in the locker room. And so we weren't being able to go in there. We had to wait. They had to push the game back. I also did not have very good success there. You would think big, a lot of foul territory. It would work out great for me. Not so much. My excitement would come. There's a chaplain. He was a strong man. He was the guy who would roll up the frying pans. And he would.
Like, for real?
Oh, yeah.
Like, actually, like, bend a frying pan?
Yeah, he'd bend it up, and then he'd rip the phone books.
I'm going to have to try that at home.
He was like the strong man. I feel like there's a technique to it. I think you could probably do it.
Wow. Okay. I don't doubt it. I mean, things are possible. That just seems, woo, he is strong.
He is. And the second part was because you had the dugouts right on the field level, there was always a cameraman who would do the low-level one. And I forgot to look in my phone to see what his name was, but one of the nicest guys. And he worked for the team there, and he would let me for like, if I wasn't pitching, for like a half inning or something like that, sometimes longer, I would get in there and I would do the camera work.
Okay, so I actually have on my computer a picture of this, and I have no idea what it was from. I thought maybe, you're just goofing off like way early. So you actually got down on the camera during and were the little camera dude, because I got a picture of you with the headphones on. In the game, during the game.
Yeah, I'm talking. The people are talking to me. Okay. I have that big old cameras, and it's just like, so you zoom in really close so that you can get your focus. Yeah. So you zoom in, and then I pop back out, and so now I know I'm focused, and I get the hitter. I'm got him, square in there in the back left side, and then when he hits, ball goes, I'm staying on him. Something happens, I'm panning out to where it is, and I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun. And then you hear the camera guys talking to each other, the producer telling people what to do and all that type of stuff. And
so if this doesn't work out, what you're saying is there's potentially a future in an MLB or NBA or some professional sports of a cameraman.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
It's a possibility.
Did you have to slip him $20? I mean,
no.
Okay.
I didn't have to slip anything.
Did he slip you $20 while he went and got a hot dog? I mean,
maybe he should have, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But that leads me to another segment that I really love, and you actually can't see it because we kind of squared it out, unfortunately. But on my shirt, it says get my camera out the way. It's all part of it.
It's all part of it.
It is all part of it, friends. If you're around me, you'll hear this quite a bit. I didn't come up with this phrase, but I love this phrase. My guy, Jack Murphy, in 2017, I was the Oklahoma City Dodgers in AAA, and he was a catcher, come over from Toronto, just a grizzly, bearded wonder back there. And he got me this shirt and was telling me about where it came from. And it turns out he got it from Mike Redmond, who they said they used that back in like the 90s Marlins team. Mike Redmond, if you don't know, was a backup catcher for a long time. I played against him when he was with the Twins. Actually, he was on my team with Cleveland. His final years, awesome dude, fun to be around, managed for a little bit. And I think his last AB in the big leagues, he had a base hit to right. But technically it wasn't a base hit. Should have been, but he got thrown out from the outfield at first base.
Yes.
And I think that was his
Goodbye.
final AB.
See you later.
Oh, man.
There's
so
nothing better.
So disappointing for him. But awesome dude. But it came up with this phrase, and the idea was it's all part of it. And so it comes from the fact that, like, in baseball, when it first arose, you could be taking a 13-hour bus ride, and there's no doubt that it's going to break down twice. And so you just sit there, you get frustrated, or you just go, it's all part of it. And this idea that you're not there yet, you haven't made it, things are going to happen to bring you down, like that's a fact. So it's this motto to stay positive and not let the difficult situation bring you down. So you can accept the things that you can't change and just keep on grinding. And so, we know that these tough times, they're going to come, but we don't want them to bring you down, because why? Anytime something like this happens, you're just like, it's all part of it. And so I want to have this segment of it's all part of it. And so we get to talk about things that take place. And so, like, an example would be, like, I've taken this to the real world, like in life. We're still in a broken world. Jesus ain't here yet. He's coming one day, but he's still not here. And so it's all part of it. Like having an outdoor wedding and it starts to rain. Like, it's all part of it. You spend 15 minutes explaining to kids how to do a drill or an activity, and then nobody understands what's going on, and they're asking you a million questions. It's all part of it. So like today, take it in the morning. I'm leaving for school. Wife says, here's your water. I'm looking at the weather, forget to go out. We get to school, and I'm walking out. I was like, I forgot my water. And my daughter turns to me, and she's very kind, but she goes, sorry, Dad. I'm like, why are you sorry? Well, you don't have the water. I'm like, it's all part of it. Yeah, it's just all part of it. And then I go again, like we had it turn on the projector in the classroom, and there's some random audio playing. And so we call a tech person. She comes down, and then, of course, she's there. The audio's not there. And thankfully, the audio didn't come back. But as she walks away, she goes, I bet as I walk away, the audio's going to come back. And I'm like, yep, probably. It's just all part of it.
So you're telling me the premiere episode of the Justin Masterson Show, we just had the first, it's all part of it.
That's the first. It's all part of it.
Love it. Love it.
Absolutely. It's amazing. And we are coming close to the end of our time here. Like I said, we're going 30 minutes, trying to keep it round to that. It has been fun. I thank you all for being here. But before you go, I want to give you just something to take with you, especially as we're going to this holiday time, just to think about. We want to be able to think about joy and maturity, this idea that we can handle those emotions, the big emotions that come our way. That's one of the big things that just has been a part of my life for the last few years. I didn't know I did it, but now I know that I do it and that it works that way. And so one of the biggest things is joy is that contentment, that like deep down, not happiness, but it's that, people are happy to be with you. And that's what your brain's wired to do. Like that's brain science. That's not Christianese trying to make brain science something else. That's just brain science. It runs off of joy. Nate Zenzer, does the West Point mental stuff, one of the things he said, the first things in order to try and bring yourself back is to find joy. And so one of the best, two of the best ways to do that, one is being able to calm yourself, being able to take the deep breaths in the moment that things take place. And the second is being able to appreciate. So my challenge to you this week, these next 2 weeks as you go, especially working on over Thanksgiving, being unoffendable, not allowing any of it to bother you, to push you, or to do anything like that. I want you to be unoffendable. Like someone's going to say something on purpose to kind of push your buttons, and you're just going to act like they're speaking Spanish to you. Because if someone was cussing you out in Spanish, you'd be like,
paso?
yeah, I don't even know what that means. So, or ja, 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 if it's in Spanish. And so when we appreciate something, it is like not just gratitude and thankfulness. It is like sitting, looking at the sunset or the sunrise and just allowing yourself to understand how that feels, how amazing it is, how awesome it is, and just how that makes you feel. And so take some time every single day to just sit in that appreciation of something that's happened, something that is happening, or something that's going to happen. And I think you'll find that will change the way that you outlook on a lot of things. It will build your joy capacity, which will help you be able to handle those tough things that might come your way, over these next few days. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Indie Pod Labs, which is where we are hailing from, and my co-host and wonderful person, Matt Zappasodi, we just thank you so much for joining us. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful time. We love you, and God bless. This has been wonderful.